What's going on, Taurus? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a fantastic week so far. So for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just amazing, Taurus, and it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. So the theme of this week's monthly spread is going to be a business spread, Taurus, and all the ways we can help you make that abundance. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one. So take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Gems, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Taurus. So Taurus, with this spread, I'm going to be going till Higher Self says stop. We're just going with the flow. And just so you all know, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings. So apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situation, okay? I got distracted by spilled milk. It'll make sense in a second. And then lastly, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for all of them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested there, Taurus. But Taurus, you got the 5th card of Pisces here, which is a card of spilled milk. And the spilled milk card is a card of regret. Accidents happen. Don't sweat the small stuff. Mistakes, leave it in the past. It's over, cannot be changed. Disappointed, clean up time, let it go, and minor problems. In Taurus. You know, this, because, you know, wherever we're at in business, it don't matter if you own a business, if we're working at somewhere, if we have something with where we regret like an action that may have been done, or let's see, because like, how do we want to break this down? Taurus, you know, just in general, just thinking about you being a fixed sign, you know, fixed signs, it's like, you got cardinal, fixed, and mutable. And fixed signs is like when they get started on something or get focused on something, then they're going to see it through, you know, no matter what. But the problem, or not the problem, but the thing that can happen, you know, if we focus on like these regrets and like accidents happened or like the regrets more so, and like the mistakes and things that cannot be changed. If we get into this place of where we're just like dwelling on that stuff, you know, especially a situation that's already transpired, then there really is no point of it's happened, Taurus, you know, whether this could be a number of things, you know, maybe if we own a business, maybe something happened and it shut down, or we had to let it go, cut our losses. Or maybe if we're working somewhere, maybe we lost our jobs, maybe there was like a layoff, maybe there was some kind of maybe there was an accident that happened and we had, who knows where it went down. But I feel like with this spilled milk, you know, Taurus, just, you know, try not to get into a place where we're beating ourselves up over things like that and holding on to regrets and things of that nature, because again, that's just going to hinder you in the long run. We want to take this time and not think about like, and more so focus on reflection, so that situations like these don't happen in the future, so that we can be gain more mindfulness from this whatever happened. And Taurus, I find when we do that, then that's just going to give you, it just gets you more prepared for the next go around. But this is something that we got to be flexible in our thinking. Just, you know, talking about those modalities. Pisces is a mutable sign. They're adaptable, and so we gotta flow like the milk spilled there, Taurus. You know, it may be a little messy at first, but you're gonna get it all cleaned up. You know, and everything will all come together with, you know, with time. You know, as things, and with, you know, with cycles. But let's go ahead and get some tarot on this and get a little bit more on. Wow. Okay, Taurus. Wow, my girl came out in kind of an aggressive way there, Taurus. And you know, maybe with, just because here's your ruler here, the Empress. Hey, girl. okay, okay, let me get my thoughts together. Taurus, if this, whatever situation this is, if this has gotten you in such a funk that the Empress is in the reverse here, that we're just feeling, and with especially being your ruler, and especially with her being in your sign right now, Taurus, if this thing has got us really kind of effed up right now, and we're just like, what I mean by that, let me be a little more mindful. If this has gotten us in a place where we just all out of whack, where we just feel like our abundance is gone, like this was like our life is over, really, I just feel like really kind of dramatic energy with this. And it's not that I'm saying that this isn't a big situation that may have happened, but again, it's just like, well, what can we do with this? Instead of just sitting here in the mess, what the Empress doesn't focus on regrets. What the Empress is going to do, she's the type that, I was actually talking about this with, I think with Pisces actually yesterday. When I think about like divine counterparts, where like, yes, the Emperor and the Empress are, they're the divine counterparts, but I've been thinking about this lately as that the relationship between Mars and Venus, the Tower and the Empress. Because when you think about this, to me sounds like a Tower moment where something went wrong, and things like, we're just like, it really kind of caught us off guard here. But with the Tower, after Mars, the masculine, and he comes through and kind of like, things have been destroyed, old foundations are gone. The Empress comes through and builds new foundations, Taurus. And I feel like a good chunk of that, where that building and that creation comes from your energy, because you are, you're an earth sign, and how earth manifests in this realm is really something spectacular. You really can create abundance. And I mean, not even just in like finances, just all types of areas, Taurus. I feel that this is something that it's using your power to take a spilled milk situation, and what do we build from this? What abundance do you want to feel? Because here, to me, especially if we like lost a job or, or a business or anything like that, a huge void has opened up. And now this gives you the opportunity to fill it with whatever beauty in your dreams and anything that you would like, Taurus, anything that's going to help you feel stable. So if during this time, if this thing has gotten us really out of sorts and just really gotten us in a funk, maybe taking a note from the Empress, just with her being in your sign, doing some self-care, maybe taking a road trip somewhere, going out in nature, going camping, maybe going by a lake or a river or something. There's something so that you can get out of your head and reflect on this and figure out where we want to take this. What are the next steps that look like in this, Taurus? More? Interesting, Taurus. Yeah, like seriously, this is a time to really work on getting yourself back in balance. Don't let this situation define you and like set the tone where it's like, that we feel like we're not going to get ahead in anything. And because with the Nine of Pentacles, it's like this is on your way to becoming an Empress. But this is, in order to do that, because this is Venus in Virgo, I feel like in order to do that, Taurus, we got to take care of ourselves in this thing. Do things to help you get where your mental is good, where we've processed this okay. Seeing how this might have affected us physically. Have we been moving the body? Have we been caught up in like a depression? Are we stuck in disappointment? What does that look like? But it's working on those things, getting yourself back to feeling as abundant as you are, Taurus, because again, you are ruled by the Empress. You are just naturally abundant. You're intuitive, because the Empress is the culmination of all the queens here. And she is she can take any, she's not going to cry over spilled milk, Taurus, no matter what the situation is, because what is that going to do? It's one thing, again, to feel this situation. I get being upset with this, absolutely, that sucked, but don't let it get to a place where it keeps you stagnant, where it prevents you from manifesting, where it makes you feel like less than an empress, like, okay. Taurus, and if you notice that, start working on that, taking care of yourself, because that is for, like, because Taurus, it's going to be, just be mindful. More. Ace of Pentacles. All right. Because here's the thing, Taurus, something else to think about. This situation here, this spilled milk, where it may have been a disaster, or however this is resonating for you, could be a blessing in disguise, but we just may need to see it. Because you remember when I was talking about, like, this thing just created a void, abundance. See, abundance is never far behind you, Taurus. It's following you. Hasn't the... Abundance is following you, Taurus, and it's just finding it, and finding the abundance in that, and then making new for this situation here, Taurus, because there are going to be, Uranus is in your sign still. There are going to still be some mishaps that are going down here, but you're going to get through this, okay, Mark? All right, Taurus, let's see what some other energies you might be working with at this time. All right, I'm with that, because maybe that's what we could use, Taurus. Maybe we just need a friend, because you got the third card of Scorpios here, which is the Friends card. And this is a card of friendship, group, soul tribe, third person, contact, relate, network, show up, hang out, meet in person, social media, interpersonal relationships, togetherness, and friendliness. In Taurus, this is something where, I feel that you could take, if we find ourselves in like a jam or something along those lines, I feel like really, one thing, maybe if we have someone who we can ask for help, reaching out for help, Taurus, and think about networking too, because here's the thing, again, a new opportunity has come out for you. You're freed up. What do you want to do with this time? Where do you want to focus? And then, start networking, seeing if there are people who like, hey, just, fresh on the market, do you know anybody? And if not, pass my resume along, crowdsource. This is something, if we're looking for work, and maybe if we're feeling a little stressed about this, Taurus, working with some, I'm just thinking if we're sending out like applications and things, work with a recruiter, Taurus. I used to be a recruiter, like, not to, it's like had a little jack of all trades here, but, I was a recruiter for a spell, and some, like, recruiters are, they're there to help you, Taurus, because when you get the job, when you win, they win. So form those connections, make those alliances. And this is going to be just a good time in general, with where all the energies are at, really networking, co-creation, all of that, Taurus. You could even do something where, even if you don't want to maybe like get in like a partnership with something, maybe even starting like a little side hustle with some people, doing something. But let's get a little bit more on this energy before I start talking about this. I'm about to read it off this spilled milk here, but don't feel like you're alone in this, Taurus. We're all going through spilled milk instances, and maybe kind of mishaps and accidents, but we got to leave it in the past. We have to move forward, because who knows what might be a calling. Who knows what abundance might be trying to get your attention, Taurus. So let's see. Let's get some tarot on that. Interesting. Look at all these, Taurus. Do you see all these pentacles here? Because there's nothing but abundance, but it's all in reverse. and And then listen, I laugh because even though it's in reverse here, that just means we're not seeing it. It's around you, Taurus. It's just finding it. You know what, really, with this page of Pentacles here, this is a time to create it. You know, just thinking about where with earth signs, it's not to say that like you can't work at a place, but I feel like earth signs really are like the entrepreneurs. You know, you really can just kind of like, you all have some form of hustle that you can do. And I think that this is a time to really let your energy shine and really show people how you manifest and creating your own security, because that, again, that's what the Empress does. The Empress, Venus, has 2 houses. She rules both you and Libra. So she's got the 2nd and the 7th house. So even if Uranus is chilling in Taurus right now and one of her houses causing a muck and changing things, spilling milk and whatnot, she has a backup. She can create, she's got, okay, well, you know what, I just got to be in here for a little bit. I just want to see what's going down, and you know what, oh, he's doing a lot, let me keep it moving. But all right, let's get back on point. But this is something where, you know, creating your own stability, you know, being in a place of self-sustaining, or, you know, where you're sustaining yourself. And this could be something, Taurus, where you could reach out and maybe start like your own company. Who knows what that looks like? You know, crowdsource, see what services are, see where there's voids that are being left, and then fill that with creation, fill that with art, you know, manifest something spectacular. And because you may create opportunities, really. You start this thing up, or, you know, or whatever. You know, leave this situation behind. You never know what's going to come your way. But we got to take some time and start focusing on the healing process of this and letting this thing go. And, you know, this is cleanup time. You know, this is manifestation time. To me, this is great. And it may not feel like it, but it's going to when we start really getting to work, Taurus. More. Oh, yeah. Oh! So, I love this, Taurus. This is a sick combination right here. Because you got the 10 of Wands in reversal storm. But this too, now where the storm is starting to clear. Because with the 10 of Wands and the Tower in reverse. The 10 of Wands is leaving this stuff behind, Taurus, is letting go of that burden, to not let these regrets hold you back, to realize that you can manifest whatever you want in this space right now, you know? We were just talking about that, Taurus, and I feel like with these two, this combination, they came up in 2 other readings, this combination, and we really are, but yours, with your Tower being reversed, the lovely thing about this, Taurus, is that you are in control of this Tower moment. And you know, we are in control. Tower moments this is just an energy we experience, is when things are no longer working for us. This Tower moment right here may have been something where you thought this was where you were supposed to be, but higher self is like, oh, Empress is just like, oh, this has been fun, Taurus, but no, we got bigger things that we're getting ready to do, you know? But it's, oh, can hardly hold your evolution here. I really feel like, Taurus, this is going to be an important time for you to create your own stuff, to maybe think about getting in like a partnership with some people, or maybe just like if you start up your own business, you know, really committing to it, you know, doubling down on like the social media, you know, the connections and anything along those lines, your relationships, all of that, because you're getting ready to, manifest something fantastic here. But we got to get started. You know, this is the balls. And here's the thing, I feel like with tower moments where, sure, the spilled milk might have happened to you, I do feel like that higher self gives us these windows where it's like, Taurus, you can be the change, but at some point, if we don't do anything, then higher self is going to spill some milk. And it's not to keep you down, Taurus. That's the thing. When these situations happen, it's never to keep you in a lower vibration. This is to help you grow, but it's again seeing the abundance. And this is something, Taurus, where if we haven't taken a moment to practice gratitude, you know, practice some gratitude, you know, make that more of a routine. And it's not to say that you're not grateful, Taurus, but I mean, just even not just being grateful for just when things are going your way, being grateful for the lessons that you learn from this as well, because it's going to help you manifest Ace of Pentacles even better. It's going to help you Empress even better. It's going to help you Tower like a boss, because that's, come on now. So more, all right, more, okay, let's get some more oracles here, Taurus. Yoga, okay, I'm with it. Because here's the thing, Taurus, with this, and that's how great. Last little bit here. Here's some Libra energy for you to balance things out. You got the fourth card of Libras here, which is the Yoga card. I really like this card. This is a card of contemplation, deep breath, centered, go within, steady, balanced, relax, take a break, inner child healing, meditate, time alone, balanced chakras, reflection, wellness, and rest. So Taurus, we were talking about that, taking this time and figuring out what's going down. Get yourself centered again. Figure out what direction you want to take, you know, not letting this situation keep you swept up or keep you stagnant. Let this be a motivator. Let this drive you to take, like, because here's the thing. If this was something where this situation happened to you, you know, let's say like, however this is looking, you know, then yours is a sign of security. So build your security, you know, and then this gives you too, this helps you, I don't know, like you can be like an inspiration for others, you know, to how to embody their Empress energy, to, you know, to like, hey, we're in a time where things are changing all the time. How's your security looking? Look at that. You might even be providing like a service for others, you know, to prevent maybe like a spilled milk service. Maybe that's what you call your company. No, whatever, Taurus. But I do feel like this is a time, you know, to do, while we're processing and figuring out what the next step looks like. Do some deep breaths, get centered, go within, do all of that stuff, Taurus. Because yes, the Empress is a hustler, but she's not hustling all day. She eventually her money, you know, her abundance starts working for her, and then she can just, you know, she's relaxing. But you know, it's remembering too that you do need to self-care every now and again. You know, it's a balance, Libra energy. But let's get some tarot on this and see what's going down here. Oh, enlightenment 1, because you got the Hanged Man in reverse. Seriously, Taurus, everything is in. This is fascinating because I do feel like in this, I like to call them, oh, sorry, hope let's see that siren. Okay, there we go. But when I think about these reversal storms that I've been kind of calling them here, I feel like, Taurus, you are going to be the eye of this storm here. You know, you are going to be the calm in this, and you can find the opportunities, the abundance in this stuff. But again, it's going within, finding that new perspective, finding what ways that we can manifest this stuff. How do we take this? Because this is Neptune energy, the Hanged Man. How do we take this, an unfortunate situation, this mishap, and then take our dreams? Because this is a great time for manifesting what you want, Taurus, as far as like your wishes, your dreams, your fulfillment. So how do we make that stuff manifest here? How do we go about, how do we take this enlightenment, you know, these opportunities that are coming up for us? How do we work with this stuff here? Because this is an interesting reading here, Taurus. More. I promise you, I shuffle these decks beforehand. I even flip them, every now and again in between when I shuffle them. And listen, more? All right, Taurus, let's switch back over. Because your last card here, you got the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And the question of the reading is, how do you get it so that your energies are working for you? How do you create from this whatever unfortunate situation here, and how do you turn that into abundance, an ocean of fortune, because this is I like that this is Capricorn and Jupiter, Jupiter and Capricorn. Wouldn't that be something? But this is Jupiter and Capricorn. And if we put in that work, Taurus, put in this energy and turn a negative into a positive here, then fortune will come. But it's going to be something that we're going to need to put in the work for that. But just based off of this, even with all these reversals here, Taurus, the thing is that you can change the energies here for you. You can flip this stuff whenever you're ready. But also keep in mind, and this is not, I'm not trying to scare you or anything, but like I was talking about with the Tower, even with reversals, that applies for the, for lessons, for mindfulness, for negative things. So, or for, I don't want to say negative, Taurus, because it's really not a good or bad. It's just an experience that we're going through. But just realizing that there is a window on this. At some point, higher self will to kind of help us along. It may not be as big as this next spilled milk, but until we get the message, Taurus, there's just these things are going to keep happening to you. So really, your mantra. I manifest my destiny. I got this. I'm an empress, and abundance is literally following me. Abundance, I'm steeped in abundance, because that's what the Empress does. I think I'm gonna leave that there, Taurus, because this is something, and I feel like that this is going to be an interesting time for you, Taurus, but an exciting time. It doesn't have to be where it's just like all uncertainty and stuff. Really, this is telling me you can manifest whatever you want. So work with this energy. But if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up. And I say that with the thumbs up because I'd like to think that especially when we have like maybe tougher readings like this, where it helps to show that that we're not alone in this, that like we're all trying to figure out how to be in our Empress energy, how to manifest in this time, what does that look like, co-creation and all of that with all these changing times. So sometimes that just, at least that's what I think, that just kind of helps. Just like, put your heart at ease a little bit. Like, okay, I'm not the only one just like figuring this thing out, like dope. Okay, but now let's get back to business. And share this, Taurus, if you know someone who might be going through this. And I would love to see just Empresses just manifesting. I feel like I might have said that last time, but I'm still, it's a lovely dream, Taurus, and I would love to see what you're going to do with it. And then, if you haven't already, subscribe and then hit that bell button. You get notified when I release videos each week. And then social media, I'm not sure. I'm trying to get as tech savvy as you are. So, stay tuned for that. I do have some things that I'm working, me just always cooking up stuff, but I'm getting a focus. But I do have this, I've been on this app, Insight Timer. I've been working with them for years and or utilizing that tool for years. It's a meditation app. It's not my app, but it's an app that for your yoga, a great one for just meditation. They have guided stuff. They have music, all types of things there, Taurus. But I created a group on there called Zodiac's Raising the Vibration. And it's just a place for that. I drop positive affirmations there daily. But if you have any, since you're so wise and intuitive, you Empress, if you have any affirmations or any encouraging messages that you want to drop in the group, or if you just need a little bit of positivity while you're getting through this tower moment or whatever, spilled milk, just something to get you uplifted, there's a treasure trove, abundance. And see, Taurus, this is what I mean. Abundance comes in all forms, and if we just really start being in that energy, you're just going to be a magnet for you, because you're already a magnet for abundance, Taurus. So just like, ugh. And then what else? Oh, lastly, if you have any Cancer in your placements, or maybe you're thinking about working with the Cancer and you want to figure out how we all tick. My son's in Cancer, but come check out my other channel, the Chariot Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We talk lunar shenanigans and all that housekeeping down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here so I can get you out of here. Wow. So no, that's cool. Get you out of here, King of Wands, because we are going to get you moving. Because you got the King of Wands in reverse, and that's all right. And let's see what else we got here. Interesting. We got the Poppet card in reverse. So wow. So everything is in reverse. Okay. Taurus. And I know this is going to sound kind of silly, but as as lovely as the Empress is and as strong as she is, she doesn't like being in reverse all day. She doesn't like standing on her head. I'm kidding. But Taurus, if you are in a funk right now, if you feel like that you're having troubles manifesting, that you're not, that this, whatever, because this may not be, maybe something has happened, if this is not like a business thing, maybe something has happened in life that spilled over into your business, and it's just like, it's been like a lot that's been kind of like, maybe a situation's getting out of hand. Taurus, with this King of Wands, the King of Wands is not, he's the type that's not going to sit around and just let things keep, just flooding. It's like, okay, where's the hole at? Where's this spillage happening? Let's start cleaning some of this. Let's get a game plan. And when you do, Taurus, I feel like the second that you really start just start getting things moving, getting, and I'm not sure how else to put that. The second that you really, I feel like even just like taking care of yourself in this thing here, and just really getting your head right and getting back zen, getting back in your, really, just thinking about just the Empress and the King of Wands, the Sagittarius card, and just all the earth that you brought here. Taurus, if you get a moment, you recharge your energy, and I really do feel like getting out in some kind of nature, or maybe even working with some type of something that can get you in a zen place for a while, so that you can just comprehend what's going down here. Because once you do, I feel like things are going to fall into place, and I feel like maybe at a pace that you faster than you realize, but it's something that we're going to need to put in that work for ourselves. We need to do some healing things for our energies right now. So yeah, this is fascinating, Taurus. I don't know if I've done a reading where everything has been in reverse, and I promise you, I do like you see how I shuffle. I do a pre-shuffle prior to this. So you got this, Taurus. I geek out over the Empress all the freaking time, and that's what's going to happen with that's what's going to happen when you focus on you. I'm just going to leave it there, because I'm not like, come on, Taurus. There's some healing I feel like that might need to be done. So let's and Taurus, if you are going through something, it's becoming a lot, reach out to someone, whether this is a good friend, a family member, or if we need to get professional help, it doesn't matter, as long as it's going to get you back in a great place, as long as it's going to get you back feeling like you're yourself again, feeling wonderful. So yeah, Taurus, I'm gonna leave that there. So you stay safe out there with everything with all this, stay safe out there, because this can be tough, but it's not permanent, Taurus. You are not whatever feelings you are. You're feeling this stuff right now. You're going through an experience, and it's only temporary. It's going to pass. And you know what? While you're trying to raise your vibration, if we're having trouble, I'm all about helping all of the signs, but I'm gonna help my girl, the Empress, out of because you know what? Even sometimes, I guess even an Empress can feel, it can be kind of caught off guard. But that's, you know what? Let that show you, Taurus, that it happens to the best of us. You know, it even can happen to an empress. But you know what? That still don't change the fact that she's an empress and that she is going to rise up out of this. So you know what? I'm helping you up there, Empress. And I will catch you. I'm going to catch you because you're going to be manifesting. I may not be, I can't wait, Taurus. I will catch you on the next one later. Because, girl, I know it's been tough. It's hard out there for a pimp. But you know what? You're going to get a baller.